Hello everyone. So in this video, you're going to learn about operators, particularly how we can use the operators in JavaScript. So normally, these are the different types of operators that you'll see: arithmetic operator, or any kind of addition, subtraction, any kind of mathematical operation, assignment operator, comparison operators, logical operator, and some special operators, string operators. So these are 6 different types of operators. Normally, any programming language will have to perform any kind of specific functionality or an operation. Okay, so let's see one by one. First, let's deal with the assignment operator. To perform mathematical calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. So these are 5 arithmetic operations that we can use to perform some mathematical operation. So to perform addition, plus symbol, subtraction, minus symbol, multiplication, asterisk symbol, division, backslash symbol, and modulus, the percentage symbol. So these are the symbols that you have to use. With these symbols, the JavaScript will perform these 5 arithmetic operation. So we'll see it in JavaScript console, how it works with an example. So let's see. I have a variable. I'm using this division results 15 by 6. And then I have another variable. So let me do one by one. So I have this variable where I have used 15 by 16. So let me try to print it out in web page. You can see when I try to print it out, 15 divided by 16, the value will be displayed here. Okay, so this is a simple division. Let me replace it with the modulus operation and show you what is the result. So here I have modulus result. And then when I try to print this with the document.write, so you can see the whole number 6 goes into 15 twice. The remainder value is 3. So the modulus always will give you the remainder. So that's what I have explained here. Modulus always give you the remainder. This is division value, and modulus, the percentage operator symbol, will give you the remainder value of the division. So this is how you can do the arithmetic operation in JavaScript. So the next operator, increment or decrement or negation operator. These operators are called unary operator because to work on these operators, you just need only one operand. With one single variable, you can use this operator and can get the result. Plus plus means incrementation. So the value will be incremented to 1 with each incrementation, and minus minus means decrementation. With the one will be decreased from the value from the total with each decrementation, and negation will convert the plus to minus and minus to plus. Okay, so these operators are called unary operators. So let's even with the plus plus and minus minus, there are 2 things that we can use it in a way, whether it comes before to the variable or after the variable. Okay, so what happens when we put the plus plus, this incrementation before the variable like this, plus plus student ID, and then after the variable student ID plus plus. What difference? This is called prefix and this is called postfix. So what is the difference between prefix and postfix? Okay, so this can be applied to any kind of unary operator. So whether it can be applied to this postfix and prefix things can be applied to incrementation or decrementation, not negation, but incrementation and decrementation can be postfix and prefix. So let me explain it with some example. So I have a variable called count, and I have created another variable called current count. The current count variable is incremented by plus plus counts, which is called incrementation. So it is supposed to increment the value from 100 to 101. Okay, and then I'm writing the result here, and then again I'm doing the another incrementation and writing the result here. So let's see how it works. You can see here, first level count 101, the second level count 102. Since the incrementation is happening before the variable, we put the incrementation before the variable, it just increment and then print the result. What if we put it after the where postfix? When we put it in postfix, what will happen? The same thing when we put it in postfix like this. If we try to print it, so now you can see the first level count is 100 and the second level count is 101. In the previous case, the first level count was 101 and the second level count was 102. But here with the postfix incrementation, it will be different. First it will print and then only it will do the incrementation. Okay, so the same thing can be applied for minus minus as well. So for example, let me try to print the variable, assign this variable, and then current count going to be minus is going to be minus minus count. So you can see now it decrement the value. Okay, so the same rule about the prefix and postfix can be applied to the decrementation as well. So that is about the unary operator. Next, assignment operator. So assignment operator, assigning the right hand operand value to the left hand operand value. Okay, so assignment operator can be combined with the arithmetic operator. This is called compound assignment operator. Compound addition or compound subtraction, compound multiplication, compound division, and compound modulus. You can combine the assignment with the arithmetic and can perform the compound operation like this. For example, let me explain it in JavaScript console. Let me open a new console where I have two variables, x and y. Okay, x value is 100 and y value is 10. So when I do the compound addition like this, x plus y, you can see like this, x minus equal to y. You can see 110 will become 100 again. If I do the compound multiplication, 100 in 10 into 10, it is 1000. If I do compound division, 1000 divided by 10, it will become 100 again. So let me do the reminder modulus value now. X equal, let's see, x equal to y and y equal to 2. If I do the compound modulus operation, modulus is percentage symbol equal to y. You can see 3 modulus of 2 values 1. So when I do the compound operation like this, the value 1 will get printed. So this is about compound assignment operator. So the assignment operator, the plus simple equal symbol will just assign the right hand side to the left hand side. That's how we are doing all the assignments here. When you say x equal to 100, the simple equal symbol will assign 100 to x. Okay, so this is why it's called assignment operator. So that we have seen compound assignment. Next, we are going to see comparison operator. So it comes to comparison, double equal symbol will just say whether the right hand side is equal to left hand side or not. If it is equal, it will say true. If not, it will say false. That Boolean value will be displayed. And this exclamation equal, this is not a symbol, not assignment symbol, not equal to symbol. That is also that will just see whether it is equal or not. Whether it is not equal means it will give you the true value. Similarly, less than, greater than symbol, less than or equal to, greater than equal to symbol, those symbols are all called comparison operators. Okay, so let's see some few examples on this. Assign some values with x and y. Let me apply these comparison operators. So if I say x equal to y, the meaning is whether x value is equal to y value. The value is not equal to y, x is 100, y is 200. So it will say it is false, which is Boolean 0. If I use the negation, this symbol, and say whether it is true because x is 100 and y is 200, which is not equal. This exclamation symbol means not. Okay, so since it is not equal, it says the Boolean value true. Similarly, you can do this comparison operator, whether x is greater than or x is greater than y, which is false. X is less than y. Yeah, x is less than y because x is 100 and y is 200. So that gives true. So if I say x is greater than y, it will say false. So this is how we can use the comparison operators in JavaScript. The next one, I'm going. This is kind of a little bit. You need good understanding to understand this. Just try to understand it in shallow level. We'll see it in detail when we, in the next chapter, we'll see it in detail. So here I have two variables, 150 integer variable value is 150 and the result. So this is comparison operator. And it just do the comparison, whether the value, this just do the comparison. The value is assigned is 150, whether the 150 is greater than 100. If it is true, if this condition is true, then this will get executed. The first statement will execute it, which is before this colon. If this condition is false, then the second statement, the second part, which comes after the colon, will get executed. Okay, so let's try to execute it in console. Okay. So we have assigned a variable with some value, and we are going to do this. That this condition is true. If this is true, this will get printed, or if it is true, this will get printed. We are just assigning this variable with result, and we are printing it by using document.write. So let me give this condition. This is called comparison conditional operator. So we are doing comparison and condition both together. So so int variable is greater. When it is greater, then this is true. So this will be picked, and it is supposed to print it. When I use document.write, you can see the result in the page itself. So when I say document.write result, so you can see that result is getting printed here. Int variable is greater than 100 because the first condition is true. So this is getting picked. So this is called comparison condition operator. And other than this, you can do the logical operation where and or not can be applied. You can match the conditions to different. This condition is this condition, but both conditions is true. This can execute it, or either one condition is true. So like this, you can just do the conditioning by combining with the logical and or not, and do the include it in the statement. And there are some special operators of that. Delete operator, new operator. So these things are some advanced concepts that you will learn when you learn a full programming language. But right now, since it is just introduction, I'm just introducing you to basic operators. But there are some special operators of that you can use it for special purpose. Okay. So the next thing that you have to understand is operator precedence. When you combine multiple operators together, which operators will get the priority in terms of order, in terms of execution order. So that is called order of precedence. Each language has its own rule, own set of rules to specify the order of precedence. Instead of remembering all the rules of different languages, in which way which operators getting the priority. Instead of doing that, we can simply follow the rule called PEMDAS, where parenthesis, exponential, multiplication, division, D for division, A for addition, S for subtraction. So PEMDAS is the specific rule that is applicable to all programming languages. So instead of remembering the rule, you can simply put the mathematical operation wherever the parenthesis is needed, and then PEMDAS rules will be applicable in all languages. But different languages has different rules when it comes to the order of precedence. Okay, so the better thumb rule is always put when you write the complex mathematical operation, just put parenthesis wherever is needed, so that you can follow, you can just understand how you have put together that mathematical formula. Okay, so in this video, we have learned about different operators and how JavaScript deals with different operators. The next video, we're going to learn about functions, how to use functions. But before that, I want to explain one more thing called variable scope. So there are two types of variable. You know what is variable, right? So variable, it will hold some data, but when you combine it with the function, you can say there are two types of variables, global variable and local variable. When you put it inside the block, for example, here I have a variable called color. Okay, I put it inside the function. Inside the function, the value of that inside the function, I have put change the color value to purple. So when I try to print it inside the function, it will print it as purple. But when I print it outside the function, then it will print it as color. So that is associated, the variable associated with the function. Okay, so inside the function, it's called local scope. If it is outside the function in the main program, then it is called global scope. So when a variable is local variable, it is recommended to use the var keyword. In JavaScript, when you're not using var keyword, then the particular variable will be considered as the global variable. Okay, let me explain it in console. So let me say I have a variable called green. I have just specified it in console, variable green. So this is main program. So the variable value is green. Okay, and then I'm going to create a function. Let me explain what is function in the next video. I will explain what is function, how to define function. Right now, just understand. I'm putting another variable called another value to this variable color, which is inside the function. When I try to run it, so when I try to run this code here, this is global scope. Inside the function, if I use the same variable, this color has the global scope, local scope. So the local scope, the value is purple. In the global scope, the value is green. So when I try to print it, when I call this function, we'll explain what is function calling later on. But right now, when I call this function, this will get executed. Okay, this will get executed, and then it will print document.write color. The color value is purple. That will get printed. But when I execute it again outside this function, the color value will become green. So the purple is called local scope and the green is called global scope. Inside the function, the variable value is known as local scope. Outside the function, it is called global scope, or main. In the main, it is called global scope. So in JavaScript, if you are using any variable without the var keyword, that will be considered as global scope. Okay, so actually, which is not a good thing, because it will it will lead to a problem called HTML injection, which is a security related problem. But you will learn those things when you learn advanced JavaScript concepts. But right now, understand what is global scope and what is local scope. So the next video, I'm going to explain you what is function. Thank you.